Hi, my name is Saran Kumar. Welcome to my channel, The Excelism. Friends, in this video, I'm going to talk about how to do the reconciliation of two datasets. In fact, on the same topic, very recently I have uploaded one video. In that video, I have used the features called Consolidate and Filters of MS Excel. In this video, I'm going to talk about Power Query. As you all know, Power Query is one of the very powerful ETL tool. ETL means it can extract the data from any source. It can transform the data at the backend in the Power Query editor. It can load the data back into the Excel for further analysis. The advantage of using the Power Query is if I change the source data, my final result will change automatically. If you observe into this line item, this is the extract of available in both with a difference. The total of 500 you can find here with negative. In this record, my reference number 59008100, where bank is having higher value of 400. Now I can find the same here. Now let me change this to 0. Now if I enter 40,080 in the ERP will equal the bank balance. This is not changing automatically. Don't worry. Let me go to the data tab. Let me refresh. Once it refresh, what happened? It removed the extract from this table. It kept in the reconciled. The same it has even updated here. Now let me look into the preparation part of this. In this Excel, we are going to work with the Power Query. Now let me select this data. Let me go to the data tab. This part is the Power Query. Let me click this. This is the ERP query. The same query name you can find here. All the steps, whatever you're going to do, you can find here in the applied steps. Now let me change the data types. I want to make this as a text. Let me select this column. I want to change this to the whole number. Select this column. I'm going to use group by. The group by is exactly like SUMIF function in MS Excel. I want to do the group by for the reference number. My new column, I want to have a ERP as a column name. I want to apply sum as an operation. I want to use the operation for the amount column. If I click OK, for each unique value, the respective amounts it's going to total. Let me click OK. If you observe, these all references are unique references. Now let me just close and load to. I don't want to get this data into my Excel. For the time being, let this data be there at the back end in the connection. Let me close this. Select this data. Click this. It will take you to the Power Query. Apply the same steps. Let me select this column. Change the data type as text. Select this field. Change the data type as whole number. Select this column. Group by. I want to apply the SUMIF for the reference. The new column I want as a bank because this source is a bank source. I want to apply the operation sum for the amount column. Let me click OK. Now this is the second query. Now let me close and load the two. Only as a connection for the time being. Click OK. Close this. Now both the data sets are there in the memory of Power Query. Let me go to the Power Query. I can just go here, launch the Power Query editor, where you can find two sources. I'm going to use append queries. Append queries as a new. Append is basically keeping the data one below other. I want to append ERP table, also second table as a bank. When you have more than two tables, you can use this feature. But in this case, only two tables are there. So let me select the primary table as a ERP, the secondary table as a bank. Let me click OK. So a new query updated here, that is append 1. Now, I don't want these two columns. Let me select these two columns and right click, remove columns. I have only the reference. Now I'm going to use remove duplicates. So all the unique references appeared. Let me rename this query as unique ref. Now let me go to merge queries. Merge queries as new. I want to merge the query of the reference with ERP table. Here the common column is a reference. I'm going to use left outer join because the unique values are here. So all the ERP references must appear here. So let me click OK. Now let me select this. I want to expand the ERP balance. Click OK. So I got the ERP balance. These two are not available in the ERP table. Now let me click merge again. Now with this data, I want to merge with the bank. Common column is a reference. Select these two. Let it be left auto because this merge one is having all the unique values from both the tables. Click OK. I want to expand this table, only the bank, because this is having the bank amount. This reference is already appeared here. I don't want. Let me click OK. Now change this as data. Let me rename this as ERP. Also rename this column as bank. Select this column. I want to replace wherever null is there with 0. Click OK. Select this column. Replace wherever null is there with 0. Click OK. This is what my base table. I want to have a difference column now. Now you can just go to add column, custom column. Either you can build this or else directly go to the standard, subtract. I want to subtract the bank amount with ERP. So already since I have selected the bank, that is what the bank minus. What is the minus? It's a ERP column. Click OK. This is what the subtraction. So this minus this. Let me keep this column name as difference. I want to have the remarks column. To have the remarks column, I can go to the add column, click the conditional column. I want to have my new column name as remarks. If ERP equals to 0, the meaning is available only in bank. Else, if bank equals to 0, that means available only in ERP. Else if difference equals to 0 means reconciled. If all these three conditions not met, my final result I want available in both but with difference. Let me click OK. See, if you observe, it has added one more column, that is remarks column. Now what I want, in the final reconciliation, I want to have unique remark and the total of the difference. Let me right click this, click reference. Let me rename this as a draft recon. Select the remarks column, go to home tab, group by. I want to sum if the remarks column. This is amount. I want to use sum operation for difference column. Let me click OK. So for each remarks appeared more than once, it has given a sum for the difference column. These all are the reconciled item. I don't want the reconciled because since both balances are matching, let me unfilter this. Now I'll just rename this column as particulars. Let me sort this column Z to A so that available in both but with the differences will be the last item. This is a reconciliation, fair enough. But on top, I want to have a balance as per ERP. These all three line items has to appear. At the bottom, I want to have balance as per the bank. So how to get the balance as per ERP on the top of the first record? It's very simple. Now let me right click reference. Now this is balance as per ERP, or else you can just balance as per ERP. What I'm going to do, let me remove this, add a custom column. This is nothing but particulars. I'm going to have a text called balance as per ERP. Let me click OK. Let me keep this text before this. I'm going to have group by, click this. Wherever particular is repeating, please sum all those values. Now my new column name is ERP. I want to sum. I want to apply the same for ERP column. Click OK. So balance as per ERP is this. A small change. I'll just rename this as an amount. Right click. I'll do the same steps for the bank. This is balance as per bank. Let me remove this column. It's not required. Add column, custom column, balance as per bank. Click OK. I want to do group by, considering the custom column, group by, custom column, and the new column is amount I want. I want to apply some operation for bank column. Click OK. Now this is particulars. I got two records. In this table, I have a record of balance as per ERP. In this table, I have a record of balance as per the bank. These two records, I need to keep it into my draft record. But this record, I want to keep it as a first record in the draft record. And this record, I want to keep it as the last item in the query. So let me go to append queries. Append queries as new. I'm going to append all these three queries. Since it's more than two, select three or more queries. I want to first take balance as for ERP. Now this I want to move little down. Balance as per the bank. Let me click OK. You got a new query. This is final recon. If you check it out, balance as per ERP, all the three plus or minus, balance as per the bank. This is the final reconciliation I want. Now close and load to. I want all these queries has to be load first to the connection. Close it. I'm going to paste my final reconciliation here. Now queries and connections. My final recon, right click, load to. I want to load to into the table in the same Excel sheet. From here, click OK. I don't want this format. So let me go to the table design. I can just go to this. Let me select this column. So next time whenever I change the source, this recon will change automatically. So the format will remain same. I want to make it bold because this is the starting balance. I'm going to reach to this balance. So let me keep this border for this. And this is the final reconciliation statement. I want to even have the extracts of each and every reconciliation item. So to have the extracts, let me go to the data again, queries. Otherwise, you can directly go here, launch the Power Query Editor. This is the data where we have all the remarks. So right click, reference, available in ERP only. So now let me filter here, available only in ERP, click OK. I want to keep this as a first column, simply move towards the first column. Now again, go to the data, right click, reference. This name is available in bank only. Do the same steps. Remarks. I want to filter only available in bank. I want to keep this remarks column as the first column. Go to the data. Let me have reference again. This is available in both with difference. Filter for only available in both but with difference. I want to keep it as a first column. Now let me keep it as a first column. The last one, right click, reference, reconciled. Filter for only reconciled. Click OK. I want to have this column as the first column. I'm sorry. This column as the first column. Now all these four queries I have to load. First, let me load, close and load to all as a connection. Anyway, this is already loaded into the table. It will not impact, except that remaining all queries are as connection only. Now let me have an extract called, I'll take these names only as an extract names, available in ERP. Let me go a little towards right side. Go to the queries. Where is available in ERP? Right click, load to. I want to get into the table from here. Let me click OK. Now available only in bank. Available in bank only. Right click, load to. I want to get into the table. Now you can keep the cursor here, click OK. Now available in both but with the differences, copy and paste the same text here. Now right click here, load to. I want to get into the table, keep the cursor here, your extract will come here, click OK. The last one, reconciled. So I'm going to have here the reconciled, right click, load to. I want to get into the table that is reconciled from here, click OK, close the queries. Now these all are changing automatically, so let me increase the column width properly. Now I don't like this table format. I can go to the table design. Now let me select this one and this one also. Let me select this one also. Let me select this one, and finally this one also. Let me select this one. These all columns I want to keep it into the number format. Sorry, number format. And also if you go to the table properties, you can just remove this, adjust the column width. Every time I don't want it has to adjust the column width because I kept this columns width as fixed. So next time when it is refreshing, it should not adjust automatically. Go to the properties, uncheck that. This is my final reconciliation with all the extracts. When I just change this, now let me make it 0. Ideally, there should not be any difference here. There should not be any difference. When I go to the data, when I click refresh all, this balance will sit into reconcile. It will disappear from available in both but with the differences. Click data, refresh all the queries will update. Check it out. Everything got updated. This is the way we can automate the reconciliation process. What you can do, you can make it as a process into one Excel. Whenever you have these type of situation, you just copy paste in both the sources, refresh, everything will update automatically. I hope you liked this video. Thank you so much. In next video, we'll talk about something more interesting.